drop in, and just in time for a song. Gleaming down through the gates, watch the night suffocate all the light that smothers the sun. I can tell by the moon you'll be joining me soon as a guest in my fortress of fun. And I can't wait to see you and once again free you, release from your humanist hair.
What is up, all you comic book fans? This is a comic book villain coming to you with another comic book haul. This is my 28th comic book haul for Comic Book Day, Wednesday, October 19th, 2016. It was a pretty good size haul. Spent a little over $100 today. It wasn't that bad. You know, the last 2 weeks both days I spent over $150. You notice I got the brown bag, then I got a white bag, then I got a green bag. Yes, I did have to go to 3 places, and I will explain to you why during the video. Kind of sucks that I had to do it, but I did, and that's just it. Well, it does kind of sucks that I had to go to the 3rd place. The 2nd place wasn't bad because, like I said, I told you on my videos before, I'm going to that 2nd place, spending money there because they do give you, like I said, they give you a punch card, and every time you spend $10, you get a punch for every $10. And then after you get 10 punches, you get $10 free. So it's not a bad deal. I like that. So you're getting something. He's giving a little something back. Brown. This is my local LCS. This is where I have my box at. And I had a couple of things in my box. I forgot to get these straight, guys. Oh. I needed some dividers. I ended up buying black dividers. Comic dividers. I ended up buying black ones. I've been buying the white ones, but thought I'd give the black ones a try. I do have a silver, kind of like a paint pen. Not really a paint pen, but it kind of is. Well, in my box, here we go. In my box, I had Lady Death. This is Extinction Express #1. This is a pretty thick book. It's almost has like the edges like a book. It's a pretty good sized book. I went flip through it while I was at the comic book store. Because this comic book store that I go to, he opens at 10. But he lets me in early because I'm always the first one in the parking lot. I usually get there around 9:15, 9:30. And I was usually sitting in the parking lot. Like I said, I mean, I always bought comics from him. After about the 3rd or 4th week I was in the parking lot, whenever he opened the door, he just tells me, "Oh, come on in." So I go on in, I sit there while he's getting ready, and we just shoot the shit, talk whatever, you know, some of the new comics that came in and stuff like that. But like I said, that's what I do. I go over there and I pick up my box. Kiss #1 came out. They had like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like they had about 5 or 6 different covers. This one, I believe, was the F or G cover. Does it say anywhere on here? It doesn't say what cover. It just says 10. It says 1081. So I'm not too sure what that is. But this is the portrait cover. That's like a live picture of the band. Let me see. I hadn't got flipped through this yet. So let's just flip through it real quick. Interesting. I have some old Kiss comics from back in the day from the 90s. I bought some Kiss comics back then. It was a 3-part run. I forgot what it was called. And I know it was an unauthorized. It even tells you on the thing, unauthorized book, you know, whatever. I forgot what it was called, but I have it. And the #1 copy is signed by the writer and the artist, I believe. There's 3 signatures, writer, artist, 2 artists, or 2 writers and an artist. I know there's 3 signatures on it. I believe this is like the E cover, F cover. So like I said, they had about 5 or 6 different covers. They had a black and white, a sketch cover, stuff like that. Oh, it looks pretty cool. Oh, look at that picture in the background. I don't know if you can see him. See right there, there's Gene Simmons. There's Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley right there. Got Paul Stanley and Peter Criss right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Then, of course, they had their individual faces on the comics. Had Paul Stanley had his own, Gene Simmons, Peter Criss, and then Ace Frehley. Those were just junk from last week that I picked up. Oh, I went through their back bins. I don't know if y'all been. I said it on my Facebook page that I'm looking. I gone through my Spawn collection, And there was certain numbers that I'm missing because, like I said, I collected for 10 years, and when I stopped collecting, of course, there's certain covers that I want to get. This was one of them, so I went through his Spawn thing, and this is one of them I picked up. Ended up picking up for $3.50, not bad. I've seen it on eBay for $5, $6, $7 plus shipping, but he had it for $3.50, so I decided to take this. This is issue number 245 with the cover of the Violator. I mean, not the Violator. This is a Clown Violator, whatever you want to call him. But that is a nice looking cover. So I picked that up while I was in there. This one is new for this week too. Congo Skull Island number 4. I believe this is a 4 or 5 part series only. He only had this cover, and the other cover looks sick. It's just Kong by himself, like standing. It looks like it's on the side of maybe a mountain, a cliff, and maybe by a river. But it looked cool, and there's no writing on it. It's awesome. All the WWE's in the back. But this is a cool cover as well. You see there's holding hands right here. Then it's got King Kong's eyeball. It's like the side of his face right there. This is number 4. I haven't got a chance to get into this yet. And like I said, I know it's a series, a 4 or 5 part, maybe a 6 part series. I'll read it when I get all of them in. This is another one that came out. Samurai number 2 came out. Actually, this one says 2.2. Don't know why it says that, but it says 2.2. And I forgot what cover this is. This might be the regular A cover. I wanted the C cover. Was it? No, I think this is the B or the C cover. I forgot what cover this is. It doesn't say. No, this is right there. It says cover. Oh, this is a cover. A cover. This is the A cover right here for Samurai. I wanted it was either the B or the C cover. It was, I guess, Samurai, like half of her body, and that one looked pretty cool. But this is Samurai. And according to this, it's 2.2, not 2. But that's the Samurai. And then we got Godzilla. Godzilla number 3 came out. Look at this sick cover with Mothra. And then whatever this clown was called, I forgot. I used to remember their names. This is also like a 4 or 5, 6 part series as well. This is a mini. It's gonna be a mini book, I believe. I think this is issue 3. Does it say what cover? This is the A cover. That's right. The B cover had the guy. There's a man there's a face. It has this in the background, but there's a man with his face is on there. I forgot what it was. Harley Quinn number 6 came out today. Like I said, I'm still not digging these covers. These punk rock looking covers. I'm really not liking them, but of course the story inside is good. So I'm still picking them up. And like I said, I hate to have a hole in my collection just because of covers. The inside art for the most part is still awesome as well. Look at the Joker right there. The inside art is awesome, but I'm not digging the covers. Hoping they go back to getting back to her old, to the old Harley, the way she looks. But here's another one. I believe this is the A cover. Yeah, this is the A cover. The other one was the B cover. It's the same thing. It's a Harley. It's the Harley Quinn number 6. That's the B cover. And Demonic number 3 is out. This is actually a pretty good story as well. I don't know if any of y'all have been reading it. If y'all haven't, I need to check it out. It's a pretty weird book. But yeah, like I said, I really do like this book. This is by Image, and this is number 3, Demonic number 3. This is the back right here. That looks pretty cool. And let's see what else came out. Oh, The Raving number 2 came out. Number 1, I'm trying to remember if I read number 1 or not. Because I think I did. I think I jumped on it right away. I forgot if I... You know what? No, I didn't read number 1. I have it, but I didn't read it. I need to jump on it and read it because number 2's already out. Like I said, I get so many books that sometimes I forget if I read them, or... I need to cut down on as many books as I get. I mean, like I said, different title runs anyway. Getting the A and B covers, it doesn't matter because it's the same story inside. But getting the B and the getting so many title runs, it's like forgot if I read them or whatever. Sometimes I have to go back, pull out the issue prior to it, and I'll read the first page or whatever, second page, and I'm like, okay, yes, I do remember this. Then sometimes I'll just skim through it real quick, just to to catch up, just to refresh my memory to the story where it's at. And you know, I'm noticing I'm having to do that quite a bit because I'm pulling a lot of titles each week, and but like I said, here is this one. I was waiting for this one to come out. Spawn Kills Everyone. This is a one shot. Looks cool down here. Look, it has the Wolverine's hand. I believe maybe that's Superman. Of course, that's Wonder Woman. Of course, everybody recognizes that. That's Spider-Man. Not too sure who that is right there. Could be... let me see. Who could it be? It's a Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. It's Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. If that's Superman, that's Wolverine. That could be Batman, I'm thinking. Not too sure. Could be the Black Knight. But this is... it's the same story. It's just a different cover. Like I said, it's because it was a one shot. This is the third printing. This is E cover, ABCDE. It's the E cover or something like that. So I ended up picking up two covers. One was pulled for me in my box because I told him when he told me it was coming out, I told him to give me one, so he pulled it. But then he had a few on the shelf, so I went ahead and picked up two. I'm really liking these covers that they're coming out with. So, there's my other receipt. Sorry about that. Let me move this out of the way, guys. And then, of course, I went to my second LCS. Like I said, I told y'all this is the place where, you know, for every $10 you spend, you get some money back. As far as after you spend $100, which is, like I said, I like that. So that's why I've been dropping money over here too. Because usually I'll buy all of these books because my local LCS, all of these titles he will have because these are the DC Marvel runs. So like there's certain issues that he won't have, like the Demonic or whatever. Like the Demonic I had to order, that was in my box. The King of Skull Island I ordered, that was in my box. Garzella I ordered, that was in my box. So like I said, these I just pick up off my local LCS. I just pick them up off the back. They call it the back wall because he has a back wall, and that's where all the new comics are at. So, and then of course this comic book store that I go to, they have a table when you walk in. There's two or three folding tables, and this is where all the new comics are at. So you just pick them up. Well, anyhow, Superman number 9 came out. This is the A cover right here. It's a pretty cool looking cover. It's got all kinds of crazy creatures on it. That cover was pretty nice. And then this is the B cover. Yes, 921. Yeah, this one looks pretty cool back here. Superman, and then I guess Superboy back there. Then it looks like, I guess, what do you call that? One of those ancient birds. But then it looks like he has like a World War II soldier on his back. You see that? It's pretty crazy. And that's exactly what it is. But, okay. Justice League number 7 came out. I only picked up the A cover. The B cover had Aquaman on it by itself. And I'm not even picking up that run anymore. I think I went up to 7 or 8 on the Aquaman. So I stopped on that run. Because, like I said, there was some titles that I just need to stop getting because I'm getting so many titles at one time. And it's getting kind of hard. Expensive and hard to keep up with the stories. Batman number 9 came out. This is the A cover. This cover looked better than the last few covers. That Night of the Monster or week, whatever it is, the monsters. These Batmans are looking a little bit better again. That one looks cool because the other ones look like somebody, like a 3-year-old drew the damn covers on those books. They can look kind of wretched. We got Flash number 10, if that's going to be one of the covers. That looks sweet. And then I got the B cover, has Bane on it. That cover looks sick, so I had to pick up this one too. And like I said, the covers are looking good again, so I ended up picking up both of those. Because if this Batman cover still looked like the last 2 or 3 issues, I was just going to pick up whichever cover looked better and take that one, but they're getting back to their old ways and they're looking pretty good. So, number 2, Deadpool, Back in Black number 2. This is the A cover. Back in Black number 2. So that one's pretty good. That storyline so far has been alright. I like the first one. It was pretty cool. So that's number 2. We got to get into that. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man number 20. I'm really digging this cover. Loving that cover. Spider-Man number 20. This is a Clone Conspiracy tie-in. So this is going to have to tie in with the Clone Conspiracy. So, of course, going to have to read that. And then a new Deadpool Too Soon, number 1. This is the A cover as well. This is a pretty thick book, and it's also $4.99. Because usually the Marvel books are $3.99, but it's a pretty good sized book. And near the covers on here, it looks like it's got a, I don't know what the hell that is. It's got the that, of course, then it's got the Stump guy from. Oh, he's got more pictures and cards. That's my doggy. My dog's in the living room barking at somebody probably. But and then the final green bag. The third bag that I had to. The reason I got the third bag is. Excuse me, Bella. Come here, mama. My big dog starts barking, then the little one gets going. Hey, is that a chip there? Oh no, it's not. I thought that was like a folded piece of the cover, but it's not. That's the way the cover is. Just let me double check. Yeah, no, it's smooth. It's not part of the cover. I looked at it from right here. I was like, oh. Well, I had to go because I wasn't going to go all the way back to my local LCS where I keep my box. It's kind of far from me, but like I said, that's where I first started collecting. Back then, when I was actually living behind my parents' house. So when I lived there, of course, I lived on that side of town. So that's where I went. I grew up on that side of town. Went to elementary, junior high, high school on that side of town. But now that I live on another side of town, of course, there's closer comic book stores to me. But when I got back into comics, I just stayed with him. I went back, talked to him, and I got back into comics, and I just went ahead and got me a box there again. Now the reason why I went to the other store. So when I was there at my local LCS where I picked up my box, like I said, I'm starting to split these comics that I picked up because I could have picked them all of these that I just showed you. I could have picked them up at my local LCS where I have my box. But I'm splitting my money because I want to get, the credit for spending, $10, $15, $20, $30, over there at the other shop. So I said, you know what? I have a list, and I go through it. I say, okay, I'm going to get this off the back wall, this, and this, and then whatever's in my box, pay for it, and go. Then I have my other list to where I go to the other comic book store, and I go, okay, I'm going to get this, and then I'll go. Now, these, everybody should know, Deadpool number 1 had A and B cover. Deadpool Back in Black number 2 had an A and B cover. Well, when I got to the second location, I was there, and he'll have the A and B covers, like I said, because I showed you the A and B covers of the DC runs. So I was going through there, and I'm going through the table, and I went, and I said, hey, do you have the B cover for the Deadpool Back in Black? And he goes, no. He goes, Marvel doesn't do variant covers. And I was like, okay. And then he goes, I guess he said the variant. Oh, no. He said Marvel doesn't do B covers. He goes, I have a variant. And I said, okay. I said, well, let me see the variant then. Maybe if it's good or whatever, and it's not too expensive, I'll take it. And I said, and then the other one. He goes, this one should have a B cover too. I go, and I try to tell him, I saw him last night on Midtown Comics. But like I said, when I told him, hey, you don't have the B cover, and he goes, no, Marvel doesn't do B covers. Says I have a variant. Well, he didn't have a variant of the Deadpool Too Soon. We only had a variant of the Back in Black. So he gets in, he goes, well, hold on. He says, I don't have a price on it yet. So he had to call the other store, because like I said, this one is a chain. This one, there's like 2 or 3 stores here in town of the same thing, like I said. So he called the head store where all the merchandise gets to. So they called him and got a price. And this is the variant. And it does say, I'm not going to lie, it does say variant. It does. But on Midtown Inn, it shows B cover, and it shows $3.99. Well, he had this for $8. He goes, yeah, I have it. He got a price. And he only had one. He goes, I have it, and it's $8.99. See, on Midtown Comics, it usually tells you A cover, B cover. Then if it's an incentive, it'll tell you incentive. Sometimes it doesn't tell you how many it's out of. It just says incentive. But you can figure it out by the price. Because if it says incentive and it's $8 or $7.99, it's usually a 1 in 10. Now, if it's like $10, $12, it's probably like a 1 in 20, 1 in 25. If it's $30, $40, it's probably a 1 in 50. Then if it's more than that, it's probably like a 1 in 100. You know what I mean? So you can figure that out. So I was like, I know my local LCS had this where I have my box. He had this on the shelf because he puts them together. He'll put them so you don't have to dig through them. When he brings them in, he'll put them, you know, A and B cover, A and B cover, A and B cover. So if you're going to get both of them, you're not going through all the A covers. You know, you're not going through all the A covers to get the B cover. So he does that. He'll put A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. So you just go through there and you want A, B, you just grab the first two, grab the next one, or whatever, however you want to grab them. But that's what he does. And I went through them when I was in the comic book store, and I know he had it on the shelf. So I was like, oh my, he has them. I said, but those are comics that I was going to pick up at this location. So I ended up, there's another comic book store that's near me. That's why I had the third bag. So I went to go pay. I called it. Even before I left, I called just to double check. I said, hey, do you have the Deadpool Back in Black number 2 on the shelf? He says, yes. I said, does it have 2 covers or 1? He goes, no, it has 2 covers. And I said, okay. Are both of them the same price? He goes, yeah, they're both, whatever, $3.99. I said, okay, I'm on my way to go get them. So I had to go to the other store to go get it. Instead of paying $8, I paid $3.99. And also the same thing with this one. This is the Deadpool Too Soon. This is it. I'm telling you right now, it does say variant, and he's not lying when he's telling me they don't make an A and B cover. But if I'm not mistaken, these are numbered the same way. See, this is number 121. And that's telling you that is the second. That is the second printing of the first one. Where's the other one at? Let me show you. I can show you where it's probably going to say 1. Yeah, there it is. 111. And that is the first one. The first cover. But, yeah, I'm going through right now, guys. Bear with me. I'm looking for my cover of the week. Had some pretty sick covers. I did like that Deadpool. That Deadpool No More. I mean, the Deadpool Back in Black, that did look like a sick cover. I'm only going to pick one this week, because I know I've been picking 3, but I'm just going to pick one. Let me just go through them real quick, guys. Oh. Well, that one, it wasn't even a cover of the week. Well, anyway, alright, guys, I got my cover of the week, and it is going to be The Spawn Kills Everyone. Really digging that cover. Really digging it. Sweet looking cover. Spawn Kills Everyone. That's the one. I thought I was gonna do a double with this one, but I said nah, I'm just gonna give y'all one today. And that one is it. The Spawn Kills Everyone. And that's all I got for right now, guys. That is my comic book haul for comic book day of Wednesday, October 19th. So hopefully everybody got to their local comic book store, got what they want, got what they were looking for, or whatever. But anyway, that is, like I said, my comic book haul. Oh, I did post on my Facebook, but I'm gonna ask here because I know there's probably some other people that watch my videos. I went through some of my old, like I said, I told you about the Spawn. I went through some of my old Spawn books, and then I was going through there, and I was noticing books that I didn't have. And I did ask if anybody out there had Spawn number 100, an extra one. This is a Todd McFarlane cover. If anybody has an extra Spawn 100 cover, let me see if there's a better shot of it. No. Alright, let me see. That one's pretty good. That's the Spawn 100 right there. If anybody has that book, an extra one or a copy they're willing to offload. But I do want this one because the Spawn 100, I think they made like four covers. 4 or 5 different covers from different artists. But I'm looking for this Todd McFarlane one. This is the one I'm looking for. I'm really looking to do a trade for it. So if there's anything that you're looking for that you weren't able to get or something, or maybe even some of my old comics, let me know if there's a comic that you're willing to trade for, but also give me a sale price, because if I don't have anything that I can trade you for, hopefully maybe I can pick it up for a good price. I've seen one on eBay. I'm not too sure. I'm going to contact him. I'm not too sure. I mean, the picture looks good. I'm just not too sure what else is bad, because I've seen, there's a couple of different prices on eBay, and this guy has the lowest, but I'm like, either he doesn't know what he's doing, or he's just selling them just to get, because there is people out there just selling them, just just sell it, get rid of it, because that is a pretty good price, but I'm trying to see if I can trade for it or whatever. But like I said, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Spawn 100, and if anybody has one, extra one, the Todd McFarlane cover has one, the extra one, or even the one they have, they want to trade it off or sell it, let me know. Go ahead and PM me on my YouTube page, and like I said, I'll get back with you as soon as I get these. As soon as I get your message or whatever, I'll get back with you on what you want to do, what kind of price you have, if you want to sell it or trade it. But anyway, guys, that is my video, and that's all I have for today. Like I said, hopefully everybody gets out to the local comic shop, gets all the books they want, they're looking for, and that'll be it. The Comic Book Villain out. Laters.